While everyone is talking about the title race in Germany with Bayern Munich and Dortmund and even the shock team of like Union Berlin and Freiburg, nobody is talking about the relegation battle with teams like Stuttgart, Hoffenheim, Bochum, Hertha Berlin, and even FC Schalke, who has been battling promotion and relegation these last couple seasons. Schalke sit bottom of the table with 2 wins out of 21 games, sitting on 13 points. We are going to go ahead and take this team where it is in real life. The table is pretty much all exact. The only difference is maybe Leverkusen and Mainz. They're actually currently playing as I'm recording this right now. And Mainz were up 1-0 last time I checked. Don't know the score now. Don't really care. We are going to take Schalke and try to keep them alive in towards the Bundesliga when we get towards the end of the season. Now, we are only 6 points off of safety in the terms of Hoffenheim and Stuttgart, but Augsburg is realistically our goal to try and reach that level of safety. I know they're only 5 points off and they could still get dragged in, but it's looking like it's going to be a 4 to 5 man race for relegation. Obviously ignore that it says 13th here. We are not in 13th. That is just where I simmed it. I had to mod it through. This is a team. Obviously, there's actually some players that did leave that were on loan that left pretty much throughout the simulation because I guess they weren't getting game time for whatever reason. So this is a team that we have. We have Terodde as striker. We have Bulter as our left mid. Drexler, Karman, Krau, Zalazar, Owajan, Kaminsky, Yoshida, Brumer, and Schwolo as our goalkeeper. If I pronounced any names wrong, I'm sorry, but obviously I'm American, and yeah. Now this is going to be a longer video. Hopefully I'm going to try to keep this above an hour, possibly maybe 45 minutes to an hour and a half. I am going to pretty much play almost every single game that is left in the season because there are some big games. We actually have a game against Hoffenheim right now, so this is a very early relegation scrap that we have up. We have Gladbach after that, and then Freiburg, Frankfurt, Wolfsburg, Leverkusen, some top table teams, and then we get some more low-level teams with Bochum, Stuttgart, Werder Bremen, FC Köln, Augsburg, I believe that's the bottom team, and then we end the season with FC Union and Hertha Berlin. So I'm going to try my best to try and keep this team alive, but this team is absolutely awful. So if you do enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and let's jump into the first game of the season. Now obviously, since we're pretty much going to play the rest of the 13 games left in the season, we are going to play 3-minute halves. This is a team that's going to be doing it all. We're obviously not going to sign anybody. We're already past the January transfer window. We're not going to bring any free agents, so we're going to go ahead and stick it out with this team and try to survive. So let's get into the first game of the episode of the video against Hoffenheim. Now, I haven't played a single game at all with this team, so I don't know who they are. I don't know how they play. I'm probably going to get whooped a whole bunch, and this might be the biggest fail ever. But we'll give it a run. Now to Zalazar. Zalazar gets fouled early off of the ball. And the midfielder picks up a yellow card. Delaney, he's still playing? Zalazar, I believe Zalazar Drexler is going to be our main man for this. Gallagher. Is that Connor Gallagher? What team is this Hoffenheim putting up? And why are they at the bottom? I guess they're not at the bottom in real life in the game. So Kadaman, back post possibly for Butler. Can't find him. Krawl's going to be able to get on that ball, and we are going to try and bang it. No, the defender dragged him away. The foul wasn't given. And we are down 1-0. Hoffenheim, and Luka Jovic gets the first goal of the game. And we're just digging our hole deeper and deeper. Zalazar back out wide to Kadaman. Early cross in for Krau. If he can get there before he's offside. He did. It's 1-1 for Schalke. It's a beautiful ball from Kadaman into Krau, who's seen him making a run, and we level it up right before halftime. Look at this ball. Krau's making that run. He paid the pass just right before he ran into that offside position, and he's able to slot it away. First touch. I hate this camera angle shit that the Bundesliga do. And we will go in halftime. First game trying to save Schalke. 1-1. Zalazar. Zalazar with an absolute banger, and Schalke have the lead. I told y'all Zalazar is going to be our main player for this video. Just look at this. He takes a touch. Defender should really get there right there when he dives in. We get a little bit of luck, and Zalazar just absolutely bangs it into the back of the net. And unfortunately, we get the camera angle to ruin it. They deserve them. Shouldn't be a relegation battle. They probably shouldn't be. And that's a penalty. That's a weak penalty. But a penalty nonetheless. So Skov on the penalty. Can we make the save? No. He goes left. We go right. And we're back to level terms. It's 2-2. More into Ojuan. We have the through ball in for Poulter. Poulter's going to try and sweat it. It gets deflected and back into Poulter's path. And he has the lead again. It's the first goal for Poulter. And a little bit of fortune goes a long way. It's a good through ball. I try to sweat it. It gets deflected off the defender, off the keeper, back into the path of Poulter. And he's able to slide it away in the back of the net. Dolberg for Hoffenheim, in for Ramos. Is that Gonzalo Ramos? This team is star-studded. But now they're in a relegation battle, and we might have just won a massive game against them. Plus 2 minutes, I kick the ball up. The referee blows his whistle, and it's a massive 3-2 win over Hoffenheim. We dragged them even more into the relegation battle. But I doubt they'll stay in there for long with that team. Now we have a game up against Gladbach, who is all the way up in 7th, 16 points ahead of us. However, if we do win this game, we... Actually, do we? No, we won't. We get literally tied on points with Stuttgart in that 16th position. But due to goal difference, they obviously will have the lead over that. So Stuttgart, Hoffenheim in that relegation battle. I expect Hoffenheim to absolutely elevate, possibly even Bochum, not depending on their squad as well. But we have Gladbach. This is one I expect to fully lose. So let's get it and kind of just get the loss over with, to be honest. We did make some subs, some changes. Poulter now starts. Zalazar is obviously going to continue. Like I said, he'll probably be our main man. The left-footed center back starts as well. I'm not going to say that name. And then Matrosini, he also starts as right center back as well. New center back pairing, but a lot more pace and a lot more physicality on him. Should help us out a little bit. Drexler early on trying to find Butler. He does so. Butler. It's a good save from the keeper. It's an early chance here for Schalke. Modelo out for Gladbach, trying to come on the attack, trying to break through. It's Kramer in for Brandt. No, that's not Brandt. That's Thuram. No, that's not Thuram. I don't know. This is a Schalke. It's 1-0 for Gladbach. And they finally break through. I feel like we've had a lot more chances early on. But it's a little bit of good feet work from the Gladbach team, and it's an easy header. My defender definitely should have got that, but it is what it is. Bolter just carrying up the field. He has Poulter in the midfield. He's taking this all himself, though, and it's 1-1. And we replied quickly again and again and again. Thuram for Gladbach back on the attack. Nets Brandt. Thuram not crossed in. It might fall for Thuram. It does, but he heads it straight at the keeper. And Schalke survived that again. Drexler gets it out to Krau. Krau trying to get it out wide. He won't be able to do so. The midfield's wide open now, and here come Hoffenheim. Not Hoffenheim. Gladbach. Oh, that's a mistake. Holy cow. Thankfully, we clear, and we go halftime 1-1 once again. And here comes Thuram, absolutely outpacing our defenders. It is Kolo trying to catch up. It's crossed in. It's 2-1. Gladbach have the lead again. And for Poulter. Poulter out wide for Kotterman. Crossed in for Butler. Won't be able to get there. Crow, can you get there quickly enough? No. You're old and slow. Brunner trying to intercept. It's not really worked out too well. It's deflected shot and it's out for a corner kick. Brandt in for player. Is he onside? No, I didn't think he was. Thuram for Gladbach trying to steal a deal. Play shot saved. Somehow we still have a chance. Thuram crossed in. Not fully clear. Not fully dealt with. They still get it in and it's 3-1. And we were going to lose anyway. But that one just makes the goal difference even a little bit worse. Not as if it might not matter for goal difference. But we do lose this game 3-1. I think we move on now to Stuttgart, if I'm not mistaken. Possibly, I think we do move on to at least a relegation side. After that game, we obviously still sit in bottom place 18th. And if we would have won that game, we go level on points with Stuttgart, with still another game in hand above them, in which we win. But we do, it is against Freiburg. So that would have been a tough match. Like, oh yeah, we do have a tough stretch coming against a little bit of a top opponents in Gladbach. Obviously, that 3-2 loss. Now we have Freiburg, Frankfurt, Wolfsburg, Leverkusen. They're all top 6, top 7, besides Wolfsburg, and even Leverkusen is actually top 10 at least. It's going to be a very difficult schedule, but I still believe we can do it if we can get past these months. Maybe picking up a result or two in the month of March. April looks very doable, and then hopefully by May we are out of relegation and we don't have to worry about it too much. But we'll see. Let's get into the Freiburg game. Freiburg at home after a win and a loss to Gladbach. We got to pick a result out of one of these 4 teams that we play in this month before we get to April and May. Carman loses the ball, but then he gets one back with a right back winning it. Kataman in towards Brunner. Brunner now towards Polter. Polter shot wide. The first touch on these players is absolutely awful. Now, like I said, this is going to be a longer type of video than what I have been posting on the channel. So if you're enjoying it and you want to see more of stuff like this, go and leave a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what team you want me to save next. I was thinking going to Italy with Cremonese, who have not picked up a single win this season yet. And they're almost pretty much guaranteed relegation at this point. But here is Polter. He's going to look for the cross, and just, it's a poor cross. See, Cologne is losing. That's kind of big, somewhat, a little bit. I'm not sure if they're in the relegation battle or not. Zalazar out wide to Kataman. Kataman has space now to run. It's not the quickest. Kataman. It's all Kataman. Good save from the keeper. Corner here for Schalke. It's going to be Kataman on the header. It's cleared off the line by the defender. Kolo wins the header. Can he put a good, decent cross in towards Polter? He can. Off of the post with the keeper save. Cleared by the defender, and somehow Freiburg are down 1-0. We go halftime 0-0. 3 games, 3 halves drawing. This one's just scoreless. Zalazar in towards Kataman. Kataman in towards Polter. Polter turns off his defender, finding Bolter. Bolter crossed in for Kataman. Keeper gets there. Polter out wide to Zalazar. Zalazar in the middle for Drexler. And Drexler has the lead for Schalke. It's 1-0. Took us 58 minutes, but we finally break him down. And how do we reward Drexler? We take him off for a Cam Bouge. I can't. I should have practice pronunciations or something. This is awful. Shot, blocked, deflected. He's offside. It's going to go in. I don't get the advantage called. And Freiburg get a little bit of luck and get back in this game to make it level. Bush. Can he find Polter before he got offside? He can, and Polter takes the lead again. And Schalke quickly responding once more, and we're back in front. It's 2-1. Bujalab, it's going to deflect possibly for Polter. He was in his path. Couldn't come to it though. Kolajek has to step up big. He puts enough pressure, possibly to go out. No, it's Doan now. Intercepted, beautifully read that pass. Now Bujalab out wide to Bolter. Bolter first time passing towards Polter. Can't find him. Rotler. Kazar in towards Bouge. Bouge has Butler. He missed. Oh, no, he doesn't. I thought he absolutely whiffed it. It's 3-1. And Schalke, we're going to upset Freiburg here somehow. It's a big, fortunate bounce from Bolter. Defender tried to head it out, head the pole instead, and it's 3-1. This might have an implication on the title race as well. It might drag Freiburg out of that title race, trying to leave it up for Union Berlin, Dortmund, Bayern Munich. I assume Union Berlin will fall off just by a simple fact of just EA logic. But that is a 3-1 win for Schalke against Freiburg. Again, one step closer. I think we're level on points now with Bochum, who's in that 16th position. And with 10 games left to go, we are 3 points off of safety, technically 4, because of goal difference is such a big thing. But we are now in 16th. We're no longer in bottom spot. However, we do have 3 big teams left to play before we get a little bit of easier run. I'm actually going to go ahead and simulate through this game against Frankfurt. I'm trying to get through a lot more games. I just don't want game after game after game. Kind of want a little bit of a break in between. Let the game play it out, see what happens. Drexler takes the lead. 9 minutes in, it's 1-0. We might be going on a little streak here. Poulter continue on his fine form. It's 2-0, 23 minutes in. It might actually happen. It might be happening. Drexler with the brace quickly after the second goal. It's 3-0, 26 minutes gone. Poulter makes it 4-0 on the brink of halftime. He's absolutely tired, but he's still putting in the work, and we can easily jump to a result. It's a 5-2 win. Tarodi comes on 77 minutes in and scores 2 minutes before the end of the game. That's another massive win for us. Like I said, just mix it up a little bit. Attack only highlights against Wolfsburg here. And then I think we have a game against Leipzig, if I'm not mistaken. And that's probably the final hardest game that we have before we start playing some of these relegation side teams. And we can start making that leap and trying to get out of the relegation battle. Not even the relegation playoffs. I want to be out of it completely. We're down 1-0, 31 minutes in. I doubt we're going to get many attacks, and if we do, I doubt they'll be any good. But here's Drexler in towards Poulter. Poulter holding it up for Karaman. Karaman with a shot. It's a good save. And unfortunately, we don't get corners like that. So it automatically skips to the next highlight, which is 51 minutes in. Still down 1-0. Obviously, second half now, though. Looking to cross it for Poulter. He overruns the ball, and that is going to count as a lost ball, and that's a highlight done. We are still lucky enough to only still be down 1-0 with the slow run from Poulter. Now, he's not the quickest. I think he only has around 70 pace, and he instantly gets shut down. So we hold it up for Latza. Trying to find Drexler through the middle. Can't do so, but it's going to be an own goal. That's an absolutely awful mistake from the Wolfsburg defender there. Gets past his own keeper on the pass back, and it's 1-1. But we will lose 2-1. I wish it showed the highlight of that again. I hope maybe if I replay it in the game or the video editing. But we do lose 2-1. But that was a freak own goal from the Wolfsburg defender there. I would drop him instantly. But nonetheless, that's a setback. I can't lie, that is a setback. Alright, Bayern Leverkusen, last game. Is it the last game of the month? I don't think it is. That's only the 19th of March. Do we have another one? No, that is the last game of the month. And then we play Bochum, and then we start getting to the real nitty gritty. So we are just going to go ahead and quick sim this game against Leverkusen, except the fact that we will lose and we get absolutely smashed 5-0. So we move on that back-to-back losses. That's going to set it back a little bit, but we do have a massive game up here against Bochum, and which is a must-win. We are 4 points off of them. We got to close that to at least 1 point gap and hope they drop even more points. And then we have Hertha Berlin, we have Cologne, we have Stuttgart, we have Augsburg, who's I think 13th or 12th. Crow in towards Poulter. We also have Moore starting over Bulter. Just a little bit more pace on him. A little less shooting, but honestly I don't shoot that much. It wants me to shoot this with Crow. What's his power? It's absolutely awful. I'm going to try and go short here to Ojan. Now towards Marchincini. Out to Zalazar. Now towards Drexler. Drexler back to Zalazar. Back to Drexler. He's offside. Can we clear the header? No. Keeper forced to make the save, in which he does. Holtman. Ordetz. Bachmann on the attack. Still Bachmann. He's offside, and we get a break. So a corner here for Bachmann. They've kind of been on top of me the whole entire game. They're going to get another chance here at the corner, but we headed out. But only as far as wide to Boltman. Now Ordetz, and the keeper forced to make another save. He can't catch that one, though. It's another corner. Now Zalazar. Zalazar in towards Drexler. Drexler is going to lose the ball for half a second. Win it back. Clear it over to Ojan. Ojan trying to find Mo. Won't do so. He wins it back, though. Now he finds Mo. Mo in towards Poulter. Can't find him. Crawl, you got to win the header. You do. Big header. Drexler now. Caught him on. Leaves it for Zalazar. Loses the ball. Right to Karaman. Loses the ball. Falls to Matrosini. Out wide now to Poulter. Is he onside? He is. Can he find Drexler? No. He might get a corner. No. He crosses in. That finds Drexler. He takes a massive touch and loses the ball. Brunner. Crawl. Out wide. No. The referee doesn't allow it. It's halftime. 0-0. Kolo, Drexler, Crawl out wide to Mo. Mo in towards Poulter. Poulter into Zalazar. Zalazar out wide to Kataman. Kataman trying to cross it back in. Morello, shot saved. Second shot chipped over, but the keeper gets back in time. Able to hang on to it now. Now Brunner in towards Zalazar. Zalazar out wide to Kataman. Crow fouled from behind. It's a red card for the Bochum midfielder. Goraleski's out of the game. Kataman off for Bolter. We need something. Kolo out wide to the left back in for Mo. Now Drexler. Drexler into Poulter. Poulter in towards Zalazar. Zalazar didn't have space. He finds Bolter instead. Bolter takes a massive touch. He's going to lose the ball, but we might win it back. We do. Kolo always on. Crow. Mo. Poulter. Poulter. Zalazar out wide to Bolter. Bolter cross. It's going to have to be Mo. No, the defender reads it. Brunner. In for Drexler. Drexler now out wide for Mo. Mo, you have the space. Can you find the back of the net? No, the keeper saves. Gonna fall for a corner. Always on. Crow can't win a header. Second ball. Keeper gets there. Now out wide to Mo. Mo back towards. No, it's gonna fall to Poulter instead. Bolje now back towards Mo. In for Poulter. Poulter on his left foot. No. We really needed the win. We won't get the win, but we didn't lose. We need them to lose now even more. Gotta really focus on them losing, hopefully. But we move on to Stuttgart. Now, bottom of the table, Stuttgart. Again, second bottom, Schalke. We have to win this game. Put a little bit of gap between us two. We're also trying to close the gap between us and Bochum. Because we're still in relegation. We're actually even worse now. But here's Zalazar out wide for Bolter. He gets the starting 11 spot back after poor showing from Moore. Zalazar out wide for Kataman. Can't find him. Endo, Bird caught. And for Zalazar, can he find Kataman onside? He can. Kataman can't find Poulter. Defender leg. Zalazar wins it back though. Now Drexler, he won't be able to get there. Brunner now towards Drexler. Drexler out wide for Bolter. Bolter in for Poulter. Poulter finds the back of the net. 1-0 for Schalke. Bolter to Schalke. Now Crawl out to Bolter. Bolter in for Orjan. In for Poulter. He wins the header. But straight at the keeper. Forced to make the save and put it out for a corner. Orjan now on the corner. Kolajek can't get there. He does win the header though. Crawl puts it back in. There's nobody really there willing to fight for it besides a Stuttgart player. And we go halftime up 1-0. Kataman, Poulter, Drexler, shot wide. Stuttgart looking for the equalizer. They're looking for a little bit of life. Shot over the bar. They almost do get that little bit of life. Millier. Stuttgart equalize. It's 1-1. Kataman. In for Poulter. Can he get there? No. Kolo wants it back now into Bolter. Bolter in for Drexler. Drexler in for Crow. Crow finds the back and then Schalke had the lead once again. Mo on for Kataman. Drexler now in for Poulter. Did he stay on side? He did. He's going to sweat it across. This knee slide might help out. It doesn't. Step up. No, we let the pass get through. The second pass is deflected. Back to the keeper. And just clear up the field. Win the header, Mo. Big. Poulter in for Drexler. Drexler back post. Possibly no. Is that enough? Referee, blow your whistle. It is. Schalke win 2-1. 6 points clear off of Stuttgart now. Stuttgart might be automatically going down now. I don't see them coming back out of this. Now Werder Bremen up. We are going to go ahead and make the risky decision, the quick submit, and we get the shock win. It's Bolter scoring the game winner in the 66th minute. That's actually a massive win because they were like 20 points off of us. They were mid-table, fighting for top table almost. but it's a massive win for us, and that's put us out of the relegation zone for now. Now, obviously, Hertha Berlin, Köln, and Bochum all have a game in hand, and they can all, actually, besides Hertha Berlin, the Köln and Bochum can re-jump us. And honestly, we have Köln up next, so that's actually a massive game as well. I'm hoping we gotta beat Köln. Does Köln win that game? They do. We are still out of the relegation zone. Bochum, go ahead and drop even more points. They're now in that 16th position. This could be a massive win. This could kind of almost pretty much guarantee our safety into the Bundesliga for next season. It's a massive game here against FC Köln. Probably our biggest game of the season so far. Let's get into it. Could really define the season for us with 4 games left to go. Obviously 3 after this. We need Zalazar to step up big in the midfield. We need kind of defense to not collapse like it is almost right now. And he is through. He has to slide tackle. Commits a penalty. Is that a red card? No, he's lucky not to be off the field 6 minutes in. I surely thought I was actually going to get to the ball first. It's a penalty here for FC Köln. If he doesn't slide towards the right and slide straight, we get the ball, and I don't think that'll end up being a penalty. But 6 minutes in, Köln had the chance to take the lead. Köln, they go straight down the middle. It's 1-0. And they're in again. It's Adaman, and the keeper forced to make the save early again. And Bayern Munich will win the league. They pull off against RB Leipzig and Dortmund. 7 points clear with 4 games left to go. It's all but over. Clear the corner, please. It's a half clearance out for Martel. He has the opportunity to take the shot. He doesn't. Hubbers, Adiame. That's not Adiame. I don't know who that is. But it's 2-0 for Köln. We are in real danger. Real danger. Drexler. Bolter wins the ball back. Can he find Polter? He can. Polter's in. Polter, first shot missed. He gets a rebound. It's 2-1. We're right back in there. It's not over yet. Polter. Out wide to Karaman. Back in for Polter quickly. Polter's got to cross it. He loses footing. The cross is poor, and it's cleared by the Köln midfielder. Adam Yan spins off the defender, trying to find the partner when he had the shot. Thankfully, doesn't take it, and they get a break. They get the ball back now. Here's Smith. Owajan trying to defend. Adam Yan again. He's been absolutely tearing off. The player was offside. Polter over the top for Karaman. Karaman crossed in. Nobody's really there besides the defender. Bruno's going to win the ball back now to Kraut, in towards Zalazar. Drexler. Out wide to Bolter. Now out wide to Owajan. First time cross. Faked. Krau. Trying to thread it through. Can't do so. Adam Yan. It's a good strike. It's a good save. Maybe even 3. Win the ball back. We go halftime down 2-1 to FC Köln in a must-win game. Or at least a must not lose. We got to somehow pull out a result here. Karaman in for Brunner. Brunner's going to have to make the run. Brunner in for Drexler. Drexler in for Polter. Takes a touch. Finds the back and that's 2-2. Massive goal against FC Köln. He's hitting a little dance on him. Here comes Köln. They want the lead back. They might get it back. But Schwal with the great save. Adamian almost able to slide away. We're going to take Polter off on his hat trick, really. Out wide to Bolter. Bolter now in for Bouget. Now for Tredore. Tredore on his right foot. Keeper saves. Bouget. Zalazar. More. 3-2. Massive win. That might be the win to seal the deal. To seal the safety. It's a massive goal. It's a massive win if we can hold on to it. There's still 4 or 5 minutes left. Extra time. Anything's possible with FIFA. Good header away. Zalazar win the second header, yes. Now it's for Bush. And Mo, you got to make that run. We just send it upfield. Mo, you could score a brace to really seal it. Mo. 3. Not 3, it's 4. That might be safety. That might just be it. It's a massive win away from home against FC Köln. Putting ourselves even a little bit more gap in between us and Bochum. Knocking down Köln back into that relegation race. with 3 games left to go. As long as we don't lose any of them, I think we're safe. Obviously, we're safe if we don't lose any of them. I think we're safe anyway. Even if we lose all 3 of them, I think we'll be safe. It's a massive, massive 4-2 win over FC Köln. FC Schalke in 12th after 31 games, 32 points. We are 4 points clear off of Stuttgart and Bochum. We'll all have a game in hand. We all have a game in hand. Have a game more played than us. So we can go 7 points clear with 2 games left to go. That would put us automatically safe no matter what. 31-34. They can only get 34 points. Stuttgart and Bochum both. As well, I guess Hertha Berlin can get 34 as well if they win their game in hand as well. But we have a trip against Augsburg. We could put Augsburg into that relegation race even more now and put it safely if we win this game. Oh, the shadow. Why? Why the shadow? But we win this game. We are safe and we survive from relegation, starting in with 13 points at the bottom of the table. Escaping relegation with this team. If you are enjoying this, leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what team you want me to do the Cremonese team in Italy. I will do that next. But here's Polter. Now into Zalazar. Zalazar to Kerman. Holding it up for Polter, making that run. The game doesn't read the run. Drexler has to win the second header. He doesn't. And the Osborne player just clears it. Zalazar, can he score an absolute banger? He's trying to. Deflected and out for a corner. Caught him on. Wins the header just over the bar though. Corral. Bolter in towards Polter. Polter holding it up. He's going to look for Karaman. He drags it back though. Back in towards now Drexler. Drexler out wide to Ojan. Ojan crossed in for Polter. Polter takes a touch on his left foot off the back of the defender into the keeper's hands. Cardona for Augsburg. Demervich, Strobel, Cardona, Strobel, Berisha, saved by the keeper. Corner now for Augsburg. It's going to go short in for Cardona, out to Strobel. Strobel in towards the box, cleared out. First time, second time. Falls to the keeper. Drexler into Zalazar. Zalazar out wide to Karaman. Karaman in for Polter on the ground. Polter spins off the defender. Zalazar, Karaman through. Karaman takes a massive first touch. Lets him down, but he still gets a corner out of it. And Ojan on the corner in for Karaman. Possibly another corner right before halftime. Yes. We're going to go short this time. We're going to go short towards Bolter. Bolter's going to cross it in. Back post for Zalazar. No. We're going to halftime 0-0 against Augsburg. Crow wins it back though. Now Bolter can't find. Oh, he will find Polter. Polter chipping the keeper. 1-0 for Schalke. That might be it. That could be it. The man to replace Tradore in the starting 11. Absolutely tearing it up in the second half of the season. I have a feeling. Father, are you home? I'm done recording. We can survive off a draw, but a win is just safety automatically with 2 games left to go. Butler over the top for Polter on the header. Almost ships the keeper again. And it's out for a corner. They're breaking. They are doing the break. The break is happening. Can we shut it down? It's not looking like it. It might be tied here. It's Mayer's shot saved over the bar. Survive the counterattack. Clear. Win the header. You don't win the header. You win the second header off the line. The second ball's in. What is my keeper doing? And Augsburg level it up. What is my keeper doing? What is my keeper doing there? He's slow to react, and then he turns around and he runs out of bounds. And it's 1-1 with 3 minutes left. I'm going to go all out for the win. I don't care if I lose. I want the win. I'd rather a win than, honestly, a draw or a loss right now, obviously. Zalazar, I'll accept the loss. I will accept the loss. We won't get another chance unless we win the ball right here. We don't. They might get a chance to take the win, though. They actually might get the chance. They are getting the chance. Unless they pass back, they don't. Just defend it nicely. Crossed in, cleared. Referee, blow your whistle. We take the draw. And that might be enough for us to get safe. But a win would have been perfect. A win would have guaranteed it. But that draw definitely helps it, at least. the minimum. We have your Union Berlin, who have fallen. Like I said, I figured they would fall and not have what they're doing in real life reflect in the game. They've fallen to 9th. We're 12th. Now we are again still 5 points clear off of Stuttgart and Bochum. They could technically still go above us. They do have a better goal. Actually, they don't have a better goal difference. I think we're safe no matter what. 31-34 unless we lose back-to-back games. Who's our other game? Hertha Berlin, who's bottom of the table. They won't definitely get out. They can't get out. They can only get to 31. They're for sure going down. Possibly. They could finish in 16th if they're lucky enough. I'm going to go ahead and simulate through this game against Union Berlin. I'm going to jump in at halftime to see the results of the other games. But a draw here could be good enough for us to survive. And Siabachu makes it 1-0 for Union Berlin. We're falling here short quickly and early. The man Poulter makes it 1-1 30 minutes in. Last couple minutes of the first half here. We're jumping in just to see the halftime results. Obviously a draw would pretty much all but put us safe from relegation at Kiel. We've done an absolutely amazing job since taking over the Schalke team. And that is halftime, a 1-1 draw going into the break thanks to a Poulter equalizer in the 30th minute. But I'm not too worried about that. I'm worried about the other results. It's not going to show me. It's not going to show me. Alright, we're just going to jump through the sim and see what happens. Farias takes the lead for Union Berlin. It's 2-1. Siabachu makes it 3-1, and that is pretty much confirming we are going to lose this game. Oh, what the fuck? We somehow win. Poulter and Bolter both scoring a brace, and we somehow beat Union Berlin 4-3 with 85-minute winner. An absolutely insane turnaround. What the heck just happened? How do we win that game? But that means we're safe. FC Schalke are safe from relegation. We turn around the club. We make sure they survive. They will finish outside of the bottom 3. And it will be a battle between... Actually, the bottom 3 is secured. It will be a battle between all 3 of them, really. Hertha Berlin, Bochum, and Stuttgart to see who finishes in that 16th position to have a shot in the playoff to not get relegated. But we are safe. And honestly, we could send Hertha Berlin down there back in towards the Bundesliga 2, if that's the right league, if that's the correct league, because we play them in the final game of the season. We could send them down, leaving it up to Bochum and Stuttgart. Bochum have FC Köln. Köln obviously safe. Who do Bochum have? Bochum has... Not Bochum. Who does Stuttgart have? Stuttgart has... Where's Stuttgart? Stuttgart have Werder Bremen, who is in 10th. 42 points. 14 points above them. It's going to be a lot harder for Stuttgart. And honestly, I can see Bochum getting in there. And if Hertha Berlin do beat us, I can see that happening as well. Obviously, they would need to... Actually, I don't think Hertha Berlin can do it unless they win by 20. Which they do win the game. So they do finish on 28 points. But does that matter? FC Schalke finish in 14th in the league. Going down automatically is Bochum and Hertha Berlin. Stuttgart do get the chance to play in that promotion playoff final, whatever it is, relegation playoff final. But FC Schalke, the objective of the video was to make them survive. And in 13 games, we get 25 points. That's not bad at all. We completely flipped the script around for this team. We help them survive. That is going to be the end of this video. I kind of want to see how many goals Poulter scored. I kind of wish I'd seen how many goals Poulter scored before we started this, because he finished with 12 goals. I'm assuming he didn't play at all. So I'm assuming these 15 games that he played, 14 games, besides the DFB Pokal. I'm assuming he only played the 14 games in the league that I played. It was 12 goals, 1 assist, 1 clean sheet. Don't really care about that. That don't matter. An absolutely insane round for Poulter. He's 32 as well. He's still scoring 12 goals to help survive Schalke. If you want to see me actually rebuild this team from the season 2 point on and rebuild them, I will do that as well. Go ahead and leave a like and a comment. Let me know how you like these longer videos, if you see it, if this even gets viewed. But until then, peace out, leave a like, and subscribe.